Hey everybody, before this video starts properly, I just want to note something, or not note something, but say something, and that is that I was past 200 subs. I went up to, I'm all the way up to 203, but for some reason it seems like inactive subs have come into effect and they've been taken off, so as a result I'm down to 185 again. So therefore the Q&A which I was requesting and questions for on Twitter and on the I'm Back video, it will now be on hold until obviously I get back to 200 again. Apologies if this does upset anyone. Into the video! Hey everybody, and welcome back to the non-league adventure with me, GWFM, playing as the ECFC in the Barclays Premier League. Yeah, where it says 10th season, and I may have told a little bit of a porky last time. I was going to do the Man United game and the FA Cup game. As it turns out, we've got Cambridge United, and then we're going to play Man City afterwards. I got a little bit giddy. I was trying to make sure that everything was set up for the game against Man United. A couple of players have come in, and I want to register them, and it said they were unregistered, and I couldn't play them for some reason. So I was trying to sort that out. As a result, I ended up going into the game. I was trying to register some players, and for some reason it wouldn't let us do it. Therefore, it basically, I went too far, thinking, oh, I'll just say, right, register your players, and I thought, right, I can register them now. Because for some reason I went into the squad registration thing, and he wasn't there. But I don't know if it's because I signed him afterwards, he wasn't there. So I ended up messing up basically, and I ended up playing a Man United game. And to be fair, we were unlucky. I'll just go into the results first, and I'll get into like the transfer side of it. So you joined us last time. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe it was the it was Newcastle and Reading games. We won 2-0 and lost 3-0 to Reading. Reading a bit of a bogey team later. Followed out with some really impressive form with a 2-0 win at home to Charlton, doing Castell getting the goals. Derby, we ended up with a 3-1 win away from home against Derby. Will Hughes getting his customary goal against us, even though he never scores against anyone else. We then followed out with a comprehensive 2-1 win after going 1-0 down against second bottom Crystal Palace, thanks to Roy Brewer and Sanchez scoring in reply to Jason McCarthy's goal early on in the second half. We then had an away trip to Stoke, and Samir Allman just destroyed us single-handedly. Then we played West Brom at home and won 3-1. That was a good result, and that's despite going down to 10 men when it was 2-1. We managed to get a goal again. This is why this tactic's fairly decent, because if you take off the complete forward, then you tend to be alright, you know, be all and end all. We followed up with a disappointing 2-2 draw against Southampton. In Southampton, they were level pegging with us, and you know, we just couldn't get ahead in the game. Managed to get back to level terms late on, so I couldn't be too disappointed. It was away from home, and then we've played bottom side Hull, who the game before they lost 7-2. I can't remember who it was to, but they got beat 7-2. Verlinden getting both goals for us here after going 1-0 down. Instant reply straight away, and then we got a goal early-ish on in the second half. So he's trying to stake a claim to stay. Is it going to happen? We'll have to wait and see, because after that, I'm not going to show you the teams for Man United, but all I can tell you is that Martial scored for like the 4th consecutive game. Yeah, so what that means is, like I said, I'm not going to show you the goal scorers, but what that means is in the competition is we currently sit in a healthy looking 9th position, which is unheard of. We're on 26 points, 14 points away from you know, the safety region, and we're at the halfway stage actually, as I record this video, sorry. And you know, we're 10 points only, it's still only 10 points clear of QPR, but you look at it, we're completely mid-table here. And as a result, actually, our transfer budget got given the option to increase it by an extra 10 million or so. So to come up on it, because it's mid-table. I mean, it was top half that was available as well. I just opted for mid-table, so I don't really want to count my chickens just yet. If we can finish in this sort of area, we should be all right, I reckon. So, like I said, we've got 2 games today. We've got Cambridge United, which should be a walkover. It will allow us to give a couple of other players maybe a chance to shine, and maybe a couple of new signings, which I will get into now. Right, so we'll start with the outs. You can see we've brought 3 players on the left, I'm sure you've noticed. Danny Kane is on his way out. He's gone, in fact. He went the other day. He's gone to Brentford. Don't know why my arm's here. Never mind. Just trying to show off my tan against a white top. Yeah. 350 grand. It were out of contract in the summer. I couldn't really ask for any more than that, really. Only other person that's really likely to be going out is Sean Long. Huddersfield have offered a deal for him. He's out of contract in the summer. We are going to be looking to move forward, I think, and get better players in. He's 29 years old. He's done a job for us, don't get me wrong. You know, he's played for the last couple of seasons. Played 17 games in the Championship. Started very well. Didn't have the best of times last season, but still put on a respectable, just shy of 7 average rating. But this season he's found his chances limited. Emmanuel has just been playing far too well for now. So I've gone a different route, and that route is, I'll start with him first because he's the cheapest. Dick. Yeah, you heard me right. Dick Wijnans. I might end up just calling him the Dick or something, or the Dong or something like that. I don't know yet. Let us know what you think I should call him in the comments. Yeah, we're going to call him the Dick. Why the hell not? So the Dick is now our new backup right back to start off with. Look at that potential. He's 19 years old. He's on 35 grand a week, mind. I did have to prize him away. He was coveted by such teams like Dortmund and people like that. We've got him from Ajax, and initially he had 6 months to go on his contract, and I thought, oh, I'll see if he's interested first. He was interested. He wanted about 28,000 initially. So I offered to buy him outright from the team, from Ajax, and Ajax turned around and said, hey, we want 27 million. I thought, fuck you. And I'm not swearing, but that is exactly what I thought. I thought, well, I might as well try and get him on, you know, try and see if he'll come straight to us, in the summer sort of thing. Offered an awesome deal for him, which they were very happy to accept, and literally instantaneously he agreed. Like the next continue, he agreed to come. So I just thought, oh, I'll just wonder. I would see if I can have a look at it over here. And it said buy now on here or somewhere. I can't remember if it was transfer a contract. I'll see what I can do. They wanted 1.3 million for him. Like I said, he's obviously a full-back. He can play it very well in the wing-back role, as well as moving forward if we ever need to. But just look at his stats. He's not that great now. A couple of standout stats. His teamwork 19, work rate 15. His physicals are very good apart from jumping reach. He's only 5'5", so he's even shorter than me, which I didn't think was possible. But obviously a lot of room to grow. He's only got a basic understanding of the language, so he's got a lot of room, a lot of improving to do. But yeah, apologies if I feel a bit sneeze. I've just had to mow the lawn upstairs. Yeah, I've got a lawn upstairs. Yeah, I've just been mowing the lawn out there, and I do have a bit of hay fever, so I do apologise in advance if I do get any sniffles or anything like that halfway through the commentary. I always try to edit them out if I can. Anyway, that's a Dick. We'll go into this guy here, Purple Lukunku. Now you can probably see why I bought him. £6 million. £6 million. £6 million. 3.5 star, but a potential 4 star. He's 22 years old. He's American. He had a minimum fee release clause of £6 million. So I just thought, you know what? I can't pass up on him. I know he's right hand side. I know we've got Villinden. I know we've got Sanchez as well, who's absolutely class. But this guy's far better than Villinden. Simple as. And he's versatile. He can play as a roaming playmaker. He can play as a ball-winning midfielder at a push because he's got 12 tackling, anticipation 13. He's fairly quick. You know, I don't think he's that bad a player to have around. He's very, like I said, very versatile. And I'm very excited about this guy because he's so good in so many areas. Obviously, his probably strong point is on the right-hand side, either as an attacking midfielder right or just a midfielder right. But he's very good everywhere. I mean, usually the pie charts dictate, or the pizza slices, whatever you want to call it, dictate how good they are. And he seems like he's more than adequate in all positions. So I'm very, very excited to have this guy in, especially for £6 million. Started off obviously at Colorado, got traded to Houston, went on a free, believe it or not, to Leon in Mexico, and he actually came up on my scouts list, and I thought, oh yeah, he looks alright. Let's have a look. £6 million, is that all? I'm having him, and that's me after saying, oh, we need to strengthen in defence because our defence is shocking. Which brings us on to Julian Martin, a young centre-back from Chelsea. I've got high hopes for him. He's a 3.5 star player already, potentially to be 4.5 star. There was one other player that I could try and get, and that was one at Southampton called Breakspear, I think he's called. He's another region as well. Similar age. Only problem with him was he was, I think his heading was like 10 or something like that, and no, it was jumping reach was like 11, and he was only I think I want to say he was 6 foot. So this guy is a bit bigger. His positioning stands out, 17 positioning, tackling, marking, heading could obviously be better, but everything about him seems decent, and he's only 21 years old. He's only going to improve with games, and he's going to be like round about the third choice sort of standard now. You know, it's more of a long-term solution for, say, Rekic, who, yes, is very good, but Julian Martin is deemed the best defender at our team, so he's going to have to be starting games. Rekic can do a job at left back if needs be. He's probably going to be a good player to have as backup. So that's enough chit-chat about the transfers. Let's get into the first game. It's against Cambridge United. I'll join you in a sec. Today's FA Cup third round tie comes live from the Abbey Stadium. It's Cambridge United FC against Eastleigh FC. Cambridge United coming to this game on the back of a 2-0 win in the FA Cup replay against Scunthorpe, 2-0 at home. They're going to go with Hansen in goal, Broadbent at right back, Bell at left back, Browning and Marin at the centre back pairing. Aguier, Tabby and Brown make up the midfield partnership. Kelly as an attacking midfielder with Downs on the right and Baldwin on the left, and Bakayoko up top on his own. Eastleigh go into this game on the back of a unlucky 1-0 defeat at home to Manchester United. They really should have you know, took their chances more. I mean, we had 13 chances to their 8, if memory serves me correctly. So we were a bit unlucky to lose that game. But anyway, we've got Thompson in goal here. We've got the Dick making a debut at right back, Marty making a debut at centre back, Oxford and De Silva make up the rest of the defence. Sanchez on the right, Russell to the left, Walsh and another debutant, Lukunku, in the middle of the park with Adua and Brewer hoping to get back to winning ways. So I'm actually going to say I expect nothing but a win, because they are League 2, where the Premiership, so we should be winning. Right, so it is Cambridge to get the game underway, and they're going from right to left. That's it. Martin is a little bit unfit, if I'm being completely honest, but I just thought I want to give him a game. I want to get him straight into the action. Let's get him integrated to the team. Same with the Dick, really, although the Dick, he didn't come on in the last game. Lukunku came on against Manchester United and did alright. No highlights came of it, but I think he ended up with something like 6.9 or something, I can't remember exactly. But Sanchez is in here, ball goes square, Brewer's there, it makes it 1-0. I mean, I'm not going to get overly excited about this because it's a League 2 side now. You know, had it been the other way around and we were League 2 side and we're playing against, you know, Premier League opposition, or, dare I say, original circumstances, Vanarama National League, we were in that and they were in League 2, I'd probably be going, yes, go on Brewer lad, go on, but no, we're like the massive favourites here, so not going to be that much excitement unfortunately in this particular video. We have got Man City next, so there could be a little bit more excitement should the result head our direction. We'll have to wait and see. Long ball forward towards Sanchez, but Bell heads it away to the Dick. Bell heads to the Dick. Hey, little shitty jokes like that is going to make it awesome. Russell has it though now. Plays it forward to Lukunku. Now it's Adua. Adua tries to feed in Sanchez. Sanchez has got lightning pace, but it doesn't matter because Bell's made a mistake. And Adua pounces on it. You know, it's a shame it's no pussy pounces on the Bell or anything like that. But yeah, Adua scored and made it 2-0. Yeah, Bell there just trying to knock it away from Sanchez, and Adua just snuck in there. Nice despairing dive into the post with his bright pink shirt from the keeper. Right, been a while since a highlight. Downs has it. Finds Broadbent. Back to Downs it goes. Crosses in, headed away by Oxford. Russell can bring it down with his face. And plays it down the line to Brewer. Brewer now plays a decent ball to Lukunku. Got in an advanced position. Adua's got Sanchez in front of him. He finds him. 1-on-1 with the keeper. What a save from Alan Hansen. You can't win anything with kids, Hansen. Don't know why I'm like over here all of a sudden. So it's half time. Half time is upon us, and you know it's been a decent performance so far. I'm just going to say you might be winning, but don't let your concentration levels drop. Right, there's a corner. Sanchez swings it in high. It's headed away by Bell. Now Lukunku has it. Plays it in field to Oxford. Adua plays it through for Brewer, and that's terrible goalkeeping again from Hansen. I say again, but you know, it was terrible goalkeeping. It was straight at him, and should have done a hell of a lot better. I'm not complaining. It's basically seen us through with no problems whatsoever. Brewer got on it and somehow morphed into Marin. I'm pretty sure he could have done with some Vaseline there, did Marin. Odua now, looking for options. He finds Lukunku. There's a bit of an overload here. Sanchez gets in ahead of Omar, crosses in, and Brewer there with a nice flying volley, something like that. I nearly fell off the chair there. But yeah, great goal, really, I suppose. I know the opposition, Omar's got to do better there. Sanchez played it in, actually hit my rib there as well. Nice flying volley. I don't think there was any need for you to do that jump, and then runs away like an aeroplane temporarily. Probably not going to be playing Martin next game. I don't want to rush him too much and put too much responsibility on him. So I'm hoping that the game time he'll be appreciative of. Right, so there's not been a single highlight since we made those changes. So it looks like Lukunku's not that good as a roaming playmaker, it seems, at creating chances. Castello, on the other hand, nearly scores in the last 10 seconds or so. But that's going to be it, full time. Happy days, straight through to the 4th round. Let's see who we get, and then we'll probably go straight into the game afterwards, the Man City game, and see how we fare. Right, so indeed, here is the FA Cup 4th round draw. First of all, I just want to say, because I just got a reminder by one of the press conferences of someone kicking off about how much I spent on Julian Martin. He cost 17 million, but I've done it over 24 months, so I think the first transfer budget, it takes off something like 7, then 6 of next year's, and then 4, I want to say, of the year after. Ho 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 ho! There we go, look. You can see there, it's Leeds or West Ham versus Eastleigh. Now, obviously, I'm going to be divided here in who I want to win. I won't be too disappointed if we lose to Leeds, but they've got to get past West Ham first, so obviously I want Leeds to get past West Ham. But chances are they probably won't because they're the Championship side, but stranger things have happened. Today's Barclays Premier League clash is brought to you live from the Silver Lake Stadium. It's Eastleigh FC against Manchester City FC. Right, last time out in the Premier League, Eastleigh lost 1-0 at home to Manchester United. They're playing the other team for Manchester now with Thompson in goal, Emmanuel coming in at right back, De Silva at left back with McKay returning back into the side alongside Oxford. Sanchez plays on the right with Adekanya West on the left. Lewis comes back into the starting lineup after the game against Cambridge United alongside Lukunku, who did impress in that game as a ball-winning midfielder. Castello partners Roy Brewer up top for this fairly crucial game, I think. Manchester City come into this game on the back of a 1-0 loss against Chelsea, who are currently top of the league. They're going to start. We already played them once this season, and it's largely the same side. A couple of changes here and there. Opening game of the season. They're going to go Ivkovic in goal, Galliano at right back, Rodriguez at left back, Stones and Nugent in central defence, Kondogbia and Nuri in the middle of the park with Zanajai on the right, Kevin De Bruyne on the left, Raheem Sterling as attacking midfielder in the centre, and Berardi up top on his own. So I'm going to calmly just carry on how you've finished the last game. We won 4-0, very comprehensive. Obviously some players in play like McKay on the ball. We're going to go from left to right. Sanchez has got it early on. Probably going to be a false highlight, but Lukunku, I'm interested to see how he performs in this game. Big game. That's one of the reasons why I took off. I'm going to say early chance perhaps. Cross to back post. Rodriguez knocks it away on as far as Manuel. Back to Lukunku. Have a go, son. Or just fall over. That's good too. But yeah, last time out against Cambridge we had Martin in defence, but I don't know. I just thought that a game of this magnitude wasn't quite ready for. And I tell a lie. Chelsea aren't top. They are 4th. Just noticed. Sanchez no. Shock. Free kick. Finds Lewis. Plays a lovely ball through to Brewer, and he's powered into the top left-hand corner. Get in. Maybe some chuffing beer as well. You get. And by the way, oh yeah. We already know, don't we? Oh no, we don't. Yeah, you don't. I didn't mention it. Leeds beat West Ham 3-2, so we're playing the might of LUFC, the Mighty Whites, in the next round of the cup. So that's definitely going to be a live comp. I'm sorry if you don't like to watch Leeds, but that's what it's going to be. Big game. A derby, if you will, for me, personally. Going to be an interesting game. See how many faces are still there. I know there's definitely Liam Cooper, but I think everyone else is gone. Lewis Cook is at Arsenal. I mean, why? Never going to win the Premier League. So, no, well, I was going to say, while Wenger's in charge, but obviously it's 10 years on, he's obviously retired. One thing we will notice is they've just paid out 20 million in compensation fees for Diego Simeone from Atletico Madrid. So, yeah, there is that. Sterling has it though now, looking very tired as per. It's not like him. It's a terrible effort that goes miles wide. Right, Ivkovic with a goal kick, kicks it long downfield towards Zanazai, heads it forward for Berardi, but Oxford is there. Worth noting, some of their players are going to be tired because they just had a cup game as Castillo. Oh, it's hit the post! Hit the post, man. But, no, I don't mean like the guy from Royal Mail brings you your, you know, envelopes and whatever. Half time actually is upon us. We're winning 1-0. I can't be more happy with that, really. We've played really well. Yeah, Raheem Sterling, less said about him the better in terms of at the Euros. Obviously we've got Iceland coming up at this point of recording, and we're not getting much of a response, are we? So I'm just going to get straight into the second half. Playing quite well. Lewis has got an 8 out of 10. A couple of 7s for Roy Brewer and Emmanuel. He's always been really consistent as Emmanuel, to be fair. Right, so 70 minutes in and there's been nothing happening. I've just remembered what I was on about just before half-time. Manchester City had a game in the FA Cup, I believe. I can't even remember who it were against. I want to say it was Chelsea again. So they had the game midweek, and obviously they're a bit tired. So Pedro is finally back from injury. It's making me consider what to do with Jeffs. He might end up getting sent out on loan. I might just sell him. I don't know. He's got a minimum fee release clause of 2.3 million, so it's not really a huge deal. What's Lukunku's fitness? No, it's better than that. But right, what do you do in this situation? I think you bring on a doer for starters. Sanchez. I mean, Lukunku could go on the right, but he's playing more central at the minute, so I'm tempted to keep Villingen. He seems to be quite a decent player. Get some decent. You know what? I'm not going to take him off yet. I'm going to bring on Russell first because he's playing better than Adekanye West is Sanchez. But yeah, Villingen, I might keep him around. If I sell him, it's going to be for literally about £1 million. So in the scheme of the sales that I've made and how much I've been spending, I could do with like actually making a big money like sale. But someone who's not mainly featured in the in the first team is like more of a backup. Like I've just got rid of Sean Long. It's going to be for like pittance. There's been nothing happening in those 10 minutes. Bit of pushing and shoving apparently, but Villingen is going to come on for Sanchez. Give him a little bit of a rest. I don't think there's any need to change the middle of the park. It seems to be, dare I say it, holding firm. They have had 10 shots, 1 on target, 7 off target. So we've had clear-cut chance and hit the woodwork as well. If we go into draw or dare I say it, lose this game, we're going to be very unlucky. But here comes Rodriguez. He finds Kondogbia. Back to Rodriguez. Chits it forward for Digna. Just come on not so long ago. Abubakar. Oh, great stuff. Thompson. Letting me down there, pal. It went straight at you, did that ball. Yeah, Digna got it here. Chits it through. Yes, he's in acres of space, but... What's this? We'll go back if you want to have a look at that, but... That's what it looked like to me. We're just like, I don't know what to do. I mean, this, believe it or not, it is a positive result, but it feels like a loss. And it could even be a loss because there's 3 minutes to go. And I've just said that, and it's going to be the sucker punch here. Digny's going to cross it in. Emmanuel's going to not tackle him. He's probably going to get sent off and give a free kick, and they're going to cross it in and score. Or we're going to go down the other end and do exactly the same thing as what I've just said, but just in our favour. Rodriguez heads away to Kondogbia. Square to Stones, forward to Nuri. Now it's Sterling, who looks absolutely shattered. They should not be performing that well. De Silva heads away, but only as far as Sterling. Comes forward again, finds Galliano on the overlap. In a crossing position now, he's got 2 men defending. Abubakar's going to come and ruin our day once again. No, this time, I think more because he couldn't get out of the way of it. It's hit Thompson. And that's probably going to be it. That's in the end, in the scheme of things, it's a decent result. You know, a decent live, double live com sort of thing. You know, we've got we've had a 1-1 draw in the league against the top side, and we've beaten a lower league team 4-0. So I can't really complain, really. So yeah, I suppose well done. I've got to be positive at this time. But there was nothing happening, no highlights whatsoever in the second half. It gets to the 84th minute and they've got to score. It's like, why? I mean, edge the possession. They obviously deserve something, so I can't be too disgruntled. But it's just disappointing. We could have been on 29 points. Could have been catching Arsenal. It was Rafa Benitez that got sacked before I went for Simeone. Yeah, right. So, on to the next game. Definitely going to involve Leeds. So it's probably going to be Leeds and Everton, because it means all the transfer window will be shut. So that's what it's going to be. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video, as you can hear the chuffing washing machine in background, all holiday clothes getting washed. Yeah, if you have, why not press that like button. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. And hopefully join us for the next games, which is of course going to involve this famous badge here and Everton. So, you know, two historic teams, I suppose. Everton been in the Premier League since as long as I can remember. Well, I think they're the longest serving team, if you want to call it serving. But anyway, that's what's going to be the next game, or next video, I should say, next episode. So hopefully join us for that, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye bye.